Hey, moguls.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Dr. Elena Platt, and I'm here to talk to you about Classmunity, which is fundraising management software for schools. We all know that schools are being asked to do more with less resources. As a result, they're increasingly turning to fundraising to fill in those budget holes. The problem is that existing methods for fundraising are inefficient and insecure. They're typically those products that you don't want to have to buy. They're cash-based, which opens the district to fundraising fraud risk. Parents want to pay with credit cards. Districts can't easily accommodate that. Teachers want to use crowdfunding, but that has money going through private bank accounts before it goes to the school, more fundraising fraud risk. And on top of that, the administrators have no easy way to keep track of all the fundraising in their schools. It's a big mess, but Classmunity is the solution. We are an end-to-end fundraising management software system designed to capture everything from when a teacher first decides she wants to run a fundraiser to when the last penny is deposited in the school's bank account. We give administrators a bird's eye view of all fundraising in their district so they can finally control it, and we make it more effective. And we're here because we're a team of passionate educators and technology professionals, but we need help spreading the word. I want Classmunity to be of service to every single school in the state of Wisconsin to help them secure their fundraising dollars and have more money to spend on education.
So how does it work?
So basically, when a teacher decides that she wants to run a fundraiser, she fills out an easy-to-use wizard in order to get permission. We were really shocked when we first started doing customer discovery going into schools. I asked what I thought was the obvious question and said, well, who's the person who keeps track of all your fundraisers? And I was met with blank stares. So one of the big challenges is actually just keeping track of just who is even running a fundraiser. We support all kinds of fundraisers, cash, bake sales, products, tickets, crowdfunding style, basically. We've been working with 15 Wisconsin school districts, and we've helped them manage $2.1 million in funds to date.
Is fraud really that big an issue, or mostly you're running into very, very well-intentioned people who have maybe poor bookkeeping or just a little sloppy and not sure what to do?
I will say that we have not been to a single
lawyer.
district where we haven't heard a story about, well, this one time in this district, or this one time in the neighboring district, or at my previous district. And then other times there's suspected situations where, we heard one story where some parent was actually telling us that this woman was in charge of the football booster, and they thought, wow, we're selling an awful lot of concessions to bring in this money. And then when somebody else took over it, all of a sudden the amount of money they brought in was double.
This is really, really needed.
Definitely.
Administrators don't have time anymore for this. They're getting their budgets cut. They're looking for fundraisers. So there's definitely a need for this. So it just needs to be perfected a little bit. But it's perfect timing because it's really needed in the schools.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's really interesting, and I think she's on to something.
There's so much potential here outside of the school system.
I'll take
Yeah,
part.
in the old days, 5-10 parents get together and they do this and everyone
Right.
looks the other way. People aren't looking the other way anymore.
Exactly.
They want the I's dotted, the T's crossed,
How
so
are
that
you
they
spending
know.
these
Yeah.
funds?
Exactly.
Even the parent
Exactly.
associations.
Another business for you, David.
Well, it's unfortunate that some of this has to be policed. I honestly, I'd say almost all of the organizations we've given to have been involved. I understand that administrators want to wash their hands, but I think there's a heck of a lot more good than bad out there right now. So I'm trying to think through the whole
Be
thing.
optimistic.
Who knew? The lawyer who's an optimist, right?
That's what I was thinking out loud, but I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say